Anyone who helps Hamas, who is sympathetic to them, who aids and abets them, I can understand they would be a target.
Is that if the IDF has deliberately targeted a group of journalists in Gaza City, and it turns out that that man, al-Sharif, was not a Hamas terrorist, then that would constitute a war crime.
I also would point, there are photos where this alleged journalist is hugging the head of Hamas and smiling and yucking it up for the cameras. And anyone who helps Hamas, who is sympathetic to them, who aids and abets them, I can understand they would be a target.
But there is no actual hard evidence that he was a Hamas terrorist. The only evidence appears to be old pictures of him with Hamas leaders, of which there would be many people in Gaza who would do pictures of that nature with the governing body. This is prior to October the 7th. I think judging people as terrorists prior to October the 7th, when this was a government that was being financially supported by Israel, amongst others, to the tune of billions of dollars, is pretty disingenuous. And the reason this has inflamed tension so much, both in Gaza and around the world, is twofold, Ambassador. One is that, as you know, foreign journalists have been banned from entering Gaza for the last 2 years, since October the 7th. But secondly, if it turns out this guy was not actually a Hamas terrorist, then what has happened here is that a group of journalists have been targeted deliberately in a war crime. And this is not the first a group of journalists in Gaza have been killed. Over 200 journalists now, Palestinian journalists, have been killed in Gaza since the start of the war, which is more than the number of journalists killed in pretty much every other post-Second World War war put together.